Anytime.
Okay.
Did you get the? Maybe it didn't go through.
Oh.
Maybe the reception.
Yeah, reception. One of them. We just. That's how much. Nah. Yeah. Maybe he'll answer it. That means you didn't think. Good Jack. Give it to your mom. Tama.
Soke dele, taji dele, moje.
Tashi dele, Rinpoche, tashi dele.
Tashi dele.
넘버나 산지가 롱지는 산초 템지 오마근 조반부 잡지 저sab을 못도 집에 탐지 조게 되래 다시 되래
rinpoche deshde tukji che nga tsodi rongor changchob lenke japto je loya yin. Dan kembo Monlam japto dojang na rona.
Raita Jinguru Janzu Chabda, Gardin Sung the Majiba, Jabjan Garchen Doje Chancha Wochotan, Jabja Tusab Jabra Rambuji, Namni Ubi Jamni Giveshinya Namji, Shabje Bemo Chungdu, Daga Aringa de Kalaha, Florida Nayichibin, Romor Chanchunage, Gosum Kubi Chachi Shuson Demni, Pending June Jatan Jeton, Chiran Gaji Betambaramuche, Tarhin Jabatan, Yango Tane, Ludum Nimba. Joban Jitan Zong Gonzo Jeden, Thank you to say Chapel Jacobs, Jabjan Garchen Rinpoche Chotan, Jabja Tsab Rinpoche Namni Zongoto, Gadi Jimmy Gezan Gogender, Gadi Laname Cheshwatan, gets on to Wajansu, Tukita Monlam 2, Jitan Comder, Nan Madabe Tokim Nayamtan, Dohimba Montoso, Nyorte, Shin and Zamling Larian, the Jinima Kanjos and Charvaso, Luxoje, go to Marmede. Then some Jengan, then do town. Jabjan Garchen Rinpoche, Jabja Tsab Rinpoche Namnila, then something with on. Goyon Gor Dunja, Agor Dunja, the Endurela Agor Tukje, Gadi Tozon. Oh.
So, all-pervasive master of the oceans of enlightened Buddha families and mandalas, your kindness is unequaled beyond any compare. Supreme Great Vajradhara, Kyabje Garchen Rinpoche, and Kyabje Tritsak Gyabra Rinpoche, with both of you before us in the center of all spiritual teachers that are the sources of prostrate to you with devoted 3 doors and pray to you from our hearts. We are here to celebrate the wonderful benefits and happiness of the Victor's teachings in general, and in particular, the precious teachings of the Drikung Kagyu lineage. And in order to make them spread and flourish, here we are celebrating the anniversary of the second Nagarjuna, the protector Jigten Sungwan, when he passed his enlightened mind into parinirvana. And so here at this celebration, the 10th annual Drikung Kagyu Monlam, we are here and we pray to you both, the Supreme Kyabje Garchen Rinpoche, and also the Kyabje Tritsak Rinpoche. And through the power of our prayer and the power of coming together as a Sangha, the oceanic collection of virtuous practitioners. We pray and we make our aspirations. And the aspirations that we make are that here, all the difficulties within the world that we are experiencing, the spread of infectious disease and COVID, and the fighting, the warfare, the struggles, and so forth throughout all the world, we pray that they are completely pacified. And we pray that swiftly there is happiness and delight, just like the light of a sun, that this swiftly rises and spreads forth throughout everywhere. And so with this in mind, we make an offering of $700 to Garchen Rinpoche and $600 to, $700 to Garchen Rinpoche and Tritsop Rinpoche, and $600 to each of the monks. And then with joyous hearts, we make these offerings, and we make the prayerful request that these prayers are accomplished and that our wishes and heart's desires are fulfilled, and that these are fulfilled in a vast way. So please think of us, think of us, think of us.
Page 114. Long mandala again.
Me bawa narodo me bawa sarva siddhi me baya sarva karma suja me jitan hiryam guru ho ha 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 wo bangave sarva tadanga benja ma me benja benja bawa ma sama sado wo benja puma ya number the one Jesus just ya one then the one se yaramachi yonsa korwe uso hon raya yarbora chale babo lord zambele na balanje Sai dame ye yadale dale pa lor maya to maya ye nade yote dalam yodo jampe dame ye da dame ye yada Rinpoche ye rabo mazan ye denye ma me pa ye lodo Kullo Rinpoche, Norbe Rinpoche, Zemmo Rinpoche, Rinpo Rinpoche, Lampo Rinpoche, Danjo Rinpoche, Mapo Rinpoche, Derjembo Bamba, Jekpa Ma, Jenwa Ma, Luma, Karma, Mito Ma, Itubi Ma, Nasa mai jeja mai ye mai da ma Rinpoche ye do sole na pa jarve jam Wesa la dam Pam jur pa san zo pa ma za wa me Shin ka nam pa da pa de nye chen je za wa dam je pa je Pa de la ma da pa nan da ye da jin ko je la Kon jo Rinpoche nam pa sa Pa wong ka do je jong so ma da Ye pa nam la par wa je wo Doi je dove danda ye sa sa ye ne zin ye lo da 사제 로 이게 예. 이자자루와다 예예야바다 예자예라 거셔소와예 예와 슌세다게 진사타 담제도베 장게 예모 세제 안제 람바 너의 세자 예다와 지양도마 대마예 지제볼로 골도
골보선소 와담지는 다시 되래.
rinpoche kadiche, Garchen Rinpoche kadiche.
공부하는다 까다는다마에 만올란도 걔가지는 섭정 공부 조금은 이제 땡바 달je 연내 줄게 땡비 버절라미 샤베 디디지 사대용과 샵 땡비 짐나가 상조 바제 디마저는 데버자시요 심지 삼제 대당 대인절제 인도 삼제 다도 동바죠 사조 선박한다 서조바 대사 근제 모랑 저지
요마려. 요마탱 요마. 아니 요마려. 대체 휴요 말에 zam도 휴요 말에. 아, 상비 마소 거예요.
Okay. The kind of aspiration prayer, we don't have Tibetan pronunciation.
Oh, sorry. So actually, this Ihu we are chanting the prayers, King aspiration. So also, if you like to, or the offering to the monks, just go ahead. So we finish, then we don't have the other offering, not like that, just we finish. So people, if you like to, some individual offerings, so just start. We just chanting together. Thank you.
이쪽에 잠주 요르. 잠주 몰라.
124.
Đi nào mấy bà lại vậy?
근데 라당 요 말어. 그게 맞아.
이제 다나 요래. Okay. 한번 so Melanie. So we have King aspirations.
Yes, they're hearing the prayer.
Huh?
They're in here. In Tibetan, 118.
There is no sound in Tibet.
라당 존이 담보 보게 된다고.
We have it. I have the slides up.
Okay.
Baba Jamba Jana Jarwala Jansa Loi Jenya Sada Sajan Jadan Tisa Jeba Maya Zenga Gondaga Male Tenda Damje Lo Leda Maye Dawe Sajya Zomba Jebe Malan Doda Ge Jarwa Anje Yeja Yenga Daniel Ro Deba Ye Jarwa Gala Rabde Sangha Deje Dena Denye Sanje Na Sanje Seje Wono Yobai Teta Jeje Yena Malu Ba Sanje Jarwa Dage Kawa Teta Ngaba Meze Janzo Na Yanje Yala Janzo Dage Jarwa Ganje Yonde Rabye Dewa Jeba Tamje Dage Medo Dhammo Jawa Dhamma Senye Landa Soba Donjo Dhamma Men Joda Dobe Dhamma Jarwa Denda Layam Jeba Jenada Dhamma Sinam Burma Nyambang Dang Kumbe Jepa Jawa Deda Lame Jeba Jen Jeba Gana Jawa Deda Jawa Danje Layam Tambo Joga Degen Allah Jawa Gunda Sangha Jeba Jen Beja Jeda Tambo Wanga Deda Nada Deye Yega Deba Daga Jeba Jenge Deda Danje Daga Soso Yo Soje Jarwa Ganda Lupta Barbata Yowa Kunje Sanay Deda Kunje Jeza Daya Mana Joje Jide Roma Da Sanje Ramba Sanje Maja Kumpa Deda Dake Danje Yamen Dada Maye Dada Galpa Ashinge Dunge Svaya Dorga Dharma Raja Sova Janta Vada Guje Yamada Yiza Yara Guje Sova Yewa Yose Daga Yazar Sanje Doge Sanjo Zirmo Jebe Sanje Namda Sumje Yen Jide Dana Kanya Jebe Kaya Maso Dedo Ranya Samzo Sanje Gamba Sanje Soje Gale Jena Yenye Deda Yaje Yonsu Daba Jo Sanje Shenwa Danje Yarwa Dan Sanje Seje Kada Kawa Yo Soje Senje Kana Jenye Deda Dada Neme Dewa Dowa Kunje Jeje Dana Tumba Jeje Dewa Nabai Sanje Jeba Dana Daje Dowa Kunde Jeba Tumba Tera Kunde Jambo Jewa Tade Dana Rata Jewa Yarwa Kunje Jesu Lobjer Te Zambo Jeba Yonsa Zoze Jen Zedran Jeba Kime Yonda Tanda Manya Jume Jeba Shot Laye Kina Loda Tejen Jeba Tanda Maya Gana Dowa Kunje Gana Yudam Panje Gede Naga Chudo Dishen Paro Zena Rabden Sanje Zena Naya Jimai Dekpa Kana Jaba Jurwa Deda Male Yonsa Samai Leda Nyamon Deja Lena Doye Jede Dowa Namsaya Yada Bima Chume Java Yada Nanga Doba Meda Jenga Juma Sona Jada Arade Yama Deva Dana Sanjay Jiva Yonsa Simche Dage Jidan Tomba Jo Zambo Jiva Dana Rabde Mawon Karpa Ganda Jiva Dage Jidan Tomba Kanjiva Teda Dane Tada Dova Leda Mana Dane Senje Jan Jiva Dada Mona Jide Dala Bimbai Dele Kobo Sango Jiba Rabde Dambana Dela Daya Dade Jeba Deda Dake Naya Yime Yon Sanje Seje Korbe Kobo Osan Dade Dake Jarva Da Maho Agenda Majo Deda Oyan Juba Yaje Yarwana Ye Tambe Chenze Jen Sanje Juba Kunda Namaze Sambo Juba Nama Juba Yo Kumba Kunda Juba Saba Tamje Lan Kumba Suna Ye Tane Meze Kanta Jera Dinde Nanda Dinde Meze Buddha Jata Jena Dunye Jena De Jenda Sanje Maja Sanje Sanje Seja Uno Yubala Sanjo Jeba Jeje Nawa Je Dena Male Tanje Sosaya Raja Chona Dusa Jenye Sanye Jamso Jena Jamso Rakwa Jamso Jeje Rapte Sungye Yala Jamse Dage Yarwa Kaya Yela Nanda Nuwa Kanye Samba Jeje Sanje osoma tate jobai je tesai jebe yarwa tamje ta kole chana rate korvai Deda gaya soya meze la loye topje taja rate Mawa garba tamje jobaya keje jege taja jobaya Kaya karva jeda jeda keje jaje jana chobai jeda jeba meye singega jeda keje shiva jega tada jeda gane jaya la jema jaya nanda toje Kaya desa dage shenko Teda terjik tengda mobar Teda male sona namje de jawa dage shenka kola Kaya mazde jede rumana Teda romba sanja kologa Nyame de barate shendada Baba Gunja Chonda Danjev Gana Nyava Zaka Donada Gana Goya Tebe Donada Gunda Yamade Jube Donada Gunda Java Java Dagedo Gana Gebe Sona Donada Yapa Meba Jube Yejedo Kira Tandai Tide Todai Sanjo Tona Yanda Dubai Leja Tona Yosa Tazi Nyama Tona Kudu Jumbai Leja Tona Tomira Leja Sambo Jebe Tona Dubai Yenai Jamso Nambar Tazi Simje Jamso Dana Number Two Yena Jamso Rada Position Yege Jamso Rada Tomba Yeba Jamso Number Position Mola Jamso Rada Tomba Sanje Jamso Rada Jusi Karba Jamso Majo Jeba Kaya Disa Jebe Java Sanjo Jebe Mona Zedon Sango Jebe Chanchu Sanje Netego Male Daga Zopa Java Seja Ganga Mena Ganda Noyesa Kepa Deda Somba Jebe Gewa Deda Tanje Radama Deda Nada Yeja Nandai Geba Nandai Jena Yonda Moa Sambo Geba Jendava Deda Daja Deda Somba Gwene Gewa Sambo Jebe Jamba Jena Monlam Jeba Jembo Kanwa Gwenda Majoma Deya Sawa Mare Zombai Jeba Tane Seyo Maje Jende Nanga Selo Mebai Jeba Zeme Pala Nene Deda Churpa Tanje Savai Namka Tato Jodva Jodama Sinje Mare Taya Deyen Yadza Lekha Nyamon Hajuma Daga Mola Taya Deda Kaya Soje Jena Tayeba Renje Jende Jawa Namlaka Loda Meye Dewa Yona Jai Jenga Danye Kaba Tua Kange Mue Jambo Sanjo Joge Jesa Kameshe Nimje Kaya Deva Jevan Sana Tambe Yoda Deyo Ganga Sanje Mahai Dhammi Jina Ngiso Sanje Mahai Jina Chobo Namba Mahai Nangwa Taye Yang Nda Nyeba Nanye Nyeba Nze Dayang Nida Daywa Nda Sambo Dayang Jana Jeda Rinpo Tome Habo Dage Deva Kaka Meji Wanga Seva Deya Sambo Jeva Deyon Yurda Malu Yonsa Samaya Yeshe Tana Sultan Senan Reda Kato Nanda Deva Dita Mede Mambo Dema Yite Sambo Kamlai Muvai Sancho Yaman Kode Tenyan Sone Simjen Peche Teta De Sancho Sanje Kolo Dena Dena Jefa Kanya Sambo Jebe Kolan Yangwa Tane Tunda Kobay Ambar Nimbar Lade Sanyo Yola Sanye Pase Yama Yada Yenyen Baba Wunda Sambo Deya Degen Dang Jeji Lam Yewanda Lam Yama Long de bayan da ke de toy ya de da ke long de ra de ka ma bo se ma ja lo ye do je so je na se sen je na la de ba ma bo je zang bo je be mo la da ba Ye wa jong se da ke je sa ba de ne do ve ge ba ma na ge je je ge ta je jo ba zang ma je ba mo la da ba se nam ta ye ta ba ga do do wa do ma yo se ma
Okay, in the Monlam book, turns to page 124. I pay homage to the noble Manjushri, to those in the worlds of the 10 directions, however many there are, all the lions among humans who appeared during the 3 times. To all of them, without exception, I pay homage with respectful body, speech, and mind. The force of my aspiration prayer for excellent conduct brings all the victorious ones directly to mind. Bowing down with bodies as numerous as atoms in the realms, I prostrate to all the victorious ones. In a single atom, there are Buddhas as numerous as atoms, each residing in the midst of their sons and daughters. Like that, I imagine that the whole Dharma Tatu is completely filled with victorious ones. To those with oceans of inexhaustible, praiseworthy qualities, with sounds containing oceans of tones of melodic speech, I express the qualities of all the victorious ones. I praise all the Sugatas. With the finest flowers, the finest garlands, music, ointment, supreme parasols, supreme lamps, and the finest incense, I make offerings to the victorious ones. With the finest cloth, supreme scents, and fine powders equal to Mount Meru, all displayed in supreme and magnificent ways, I make offerings to those victorious ones. With vast and unsurpassable offerings, I venerate all the victorious ones. Through the power of faith and excellent conduct, I prostrate and offer to the victorious ones. Whatever negative actions I have performed with body, speech, and also mind, overpowered by desire, aggression, and stupidity, I confess each and every one of them. I rejoice in everyone's merit, the victorious ones of the 10 directions, the Bodhisattvas, the Pratyeka Buddhas, those in training, those beyond training, and all beings. I request the protectors, the lamps of the worlds of the 10 directions, who passing through the stages of awakening, attain Buddhahood beyond attachment, to turn the unsurpassable Dharma wheel. I supplicate with my palms joined together, those who intend to demonstrate nirvana, to remain for kalpas as numerous as atoms in the realms, for the welfare and happiness of all beings. I dedicate whatever slight virtue is accumulated through prostrating, offering, confessing, rejoicing, requesting, and supplicating to enlightenment. I make offerings to all the past Buddhas and those residing in the worlds of the 10 directions. May those who have not appeared quickly fulfill their intentions and passing through the stages of awakening appear as Buddhas. May the realms of the 10 directions, however many, be completely pure and vast. May they be filled with Buddhas and Bodhisattvas who have gone to sit before the powerful Bodhi tree. May all beings without the 10 directions, however many they may be, always have happiness, be free from illness. May all beings be in harmony with the aims of the Dharma and achieve what they hope for. May I perform the conduct of awakening and remember my lives during all states. In all my successive lives from birth to death, may I always be a renunciate. Following the victorious ones, may I train, bringing excellent conduct to perfection, and engage in pure, stainless moral conduct, which never lapses and is free from faults. In the languages of gods, the languages of Nagas and Yakshas, in the languages of Kumbhandas and humans, and however many languages of beings there may be, may I teach the Dharma. With gentleness, may I exert myself in the paramitas. May I never forget bodhicitta. May all wrongdoing and whatever obscures be thoroughly purified. May I be liberated from karma, kleshas, and the work of Mars, and act for all beings in the world, like a lotus to which water does not cling, like sun and moon unhindered in space. Throughout the directions and reaches of the realms, may the suffering of the lower states be pacified. May all beings be placed in happiness. May all beings be benefited. May I bring awakened conduct to perfection, engage in conduct that harmonizes with beings, teach excellent conduct, and perform these throughout all future kalpas. May I continuously be with those whose actions accord with my own. May our conduct and aspirations of body, speech, and mind be the same. May I always meet with friends who wish to benefit me. Please them. May I always directly see the victorious ones, the protectors surrounded by bodhisattvas. In future kalpas without tiring, may I make vast offerings to them. May I retain the genuine Dharma of the victorious ones and cause the appearance of awakened conduct. training in excellent conduct, may I act in this way throughout future kalpas. When circling in all my existences, may I develop inexhaustible merit and wisdom, and become an inexhaustible treasury of methods, knowledge, samadhi, liberation, and virtues. In a single atom, there are realms as numerous as all atoms. In those realms reside infinite Buddhas in the midst of bodhisattvas. Holding them, I perform awakened conduct. Like that, in all directions, on the breadth of just a hair, there are oceans of Buddhas, as many as in the 3 times, and oceans of realms. May I act and be engaged with them for oceans of kalpas. A single instance of a Buddha's speech is a voice endowed with oceans of qualities. It has the pure qualities of the melodic speech of the victorious ones, and is the melodic speech that accords with the inclinations of all beings. May I always be engaged with the Buddha's speech. May I be engaged through the power of my mind in the inexhaustible melodic speech of the victorious ones appearing in the 3 times, who turn the Dharma like a wheel. As all future kalpas are penetrated, may I also penetrate them instantly. May I be engaged in and penetrate in each part of an instant as many kalpas as are in the 3 times. May I see instantly those lions among humans appearing in the 3 times. May I always be engaged in their sphere of experience through the power of illusion-like liberation. May I produce in a single atom all the arrays of realms there are in the 3 times. May I be engaged with the arrays of the Buddha realms in all directions always. Those lamps of the worlds who have not yet appeared will gradually awaken, turn the Dharma wheel, and demonstrate nirvana, the final peace. May I go into the presence of those protectors. Through the power of swift miracles, the power of the yana, the door, the power of conduct endowed with qualities, the power of all-pervasive love, the power of virtuous merit, the power of wisdom free from attachments, and the powers of knowledge, methods, and samadhi, may I perfectly accomplish the power of awakening. May I purify the power of karma, conquer the power of kleshas, render the power of Mars powerless, and perfect the power of excellent conduct. May I purify oceans of realms, liberate oceans of beings, behold oceans of Dharma, realize oceans of wisdom, purify oceans of conduct, perfect oceans of aspiration prayers, offer to oceans of Buddhas, and act without weariness throughout oceans of kalpas. All the victorious ones who appear in the 3 times awaken into enlightenment through the excellent conduct of various aspiration prayers for awakened conduct. May I perfect all of these. The eldest son of the victorious ones is called Bhamantabhadra by name. I dedicate all this virtue that I may act with skill similar to his. May I also be equal to him in his skill in excellent dedications for pure body, speech, and mind, pure conduct, and pure realms. May I act according to the aspiration prayers of Manjusri in order to perform excellent virtue. Not tiring throughout future kalpas, may I perfect these activities. May my conduct be without measure. May my qualities also be measureless. Remaining within conduct without measure, may I send out emanations. Sentient beings extend as far as the limits of space. May my aspiration prayers extend as far as the limits of their karma and kleshas. Though someone adorns with precious jewels the infinite realms of the 10 directions and offers these to the Buddhas, or offers the supreme happiness of gods and men for kalpas as numerous as atoms in the realms, the genuine merit of someone who hears this king of dedications, who is inspired towards supreme awakening and gives rise to faith in it, is more supreme. Whoever makes this aspiration prayer for excellent conduct will be free from the lower realms, and free from negative friends. They will see Amitabha soon, acquire all benefits, and be sustained in happiness. With all of this, their life will go well. Before long, they will become just like Samantabhadra. Whatever has been done through the power of not knowing, all evil, even the 5 acts of immediate consequence, will be quickly purified by those who recite this excellent conduct. They will possess wisdom, beauty, and the signs, be of good family with fine complexion. They will not be overpowered by Mars or Turkikas. The 3 worlds will make offerings to them. They will soon go before the Bodhi tree, and having gone there, they will sit to benefit beings, awaken into enlightenment, turn the Dharma wheel, and subdue all Maras and their hordes. The full ripening for those who are involved with, teach, or recite this inspiration prayer for excellent conduct is known only by the Buddhas. Without any doubt, it is supreme enlightenment. I dedicate all this virtue, following and emulating the warrior Manjusri, who is omniscient, as is Samantabhadra, with dedications praised as supreme by the victorious ones who appear in the 3 times. I dedicate all my roots of virtue towards excellent conduct. When the time of death comes for me, may all my obscurations vanish. Seeing Amitabha directly, may I go to his realm of Sukhavati. Having gone there, may I actualize all these aspiration prayers, fulfill them completely, and benefit beings as long as worlds exist. May I be born within a beautiful lotus, in that excellent and joyous realm of the victorious one, and from the victorious one, Amitabha directly, may I receive a prophecy. Having received his prophecy there, may I benefit all beings in the 10 directions, through the power of my mind with many billions of emanations. Through whatever slight virtue I have accumulated by making this aspiration prayer for excellent conduct, may the virtue of the aspiration prayers for all beings be accomplished instantly. By the infinite and genuine merit attained through dedicating the aspiration prayer for excellent conduct, may all beings drowning in the rivers of sufferings reach the place of Amitabha. May this king of aspiration prayers bring about the supreme aim and benefit for all infinite beings. Completing this scripture adorned by Samantabhadra, may the lower realms be empty.
Page 43.
Ôi san ye can lai chan zai lo can song la me den ba ya yan jai sen ba nam da yan yin te nam lai chan zai lo yin ro tam ye do se jen do re lam ne rab den ba gai ye me ba len ye ba san ye sen la sam zai lo Sim je wang de yuan ne, da ge de ba yin je ba san je jie man jie ne, da ge de da xiao ba jie, da le nam ba sun gan ge, se na so ne ji ba de, da ge kun jie sa wei, da ge san je ne se yo. Sokye dage yena sanye jeba kanzongwa sanye jembe yerawa de la dan yera de ba danje yabaye sana kunla yera sanye kunla janda dande ye jodo Sabya daga sonas, sabya dala nebaya, sanya samba sanya sanya jibar gurmate, sanya tambara sanya, dedan jebe dedane, socha gula mile. Chüce kullu gojurce cuma jembo daye doma senke tarji yo karpa seva saye chüdon zece yo gece Deba Tanda Senjaraja, Sipa Sever Tamjenwa, Chinwa Kunje, Jindala, Kanye Jona, Sekso So, Senje Dhamma Jibala, Sanje Namne Momense, Semje Namla Sandode, Sipa Zole Rowe Yo, Zobe Sanje Kanyo Tang, Kanda Deta Mazon, Deta Beso Daloje, Sanje Jeba Joje, Oro Sindo Zojin, Dodo Semje Taje Yo, Munje Tobo, Munje Ne Lame Sanjo Rekjurje, Maji Pada Menjona, Raji Manje Ne Manje, Namre Manje, Umaje Tombe Jona, Toba Sanje Raso Jembo Dara Senje Manje So Kanzo Manje So Manje Dharma Chipe Judo Jo Nande Nagar Zimbai Mubo Kula Menepa Senje Gola Mele Sina Manje Jido Jo Mubo Manje Daga Longe Gano Amje Longa Ganda Mene Zupa Chua Manje Mara Sinzo Yo Zande 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 Indro Lelo Manje Olang Dengue Le Sanje Zande Maro Sinzo Yo Yamada Dinde Papa Torje Tave Dengue Sande Maro Sinzo Yo Nambar Tave Kosan Desva Nyamba Idaya Rezon Mosvan Ira Baro Sinzo Sanje Gunje Mambada Veda Veje Parvada Sanja Sembe Sande Naga Samba Toje Jeda Jeba Jede Samba Rada Dembai Sengo Toje Sabya Bola Rade.
Page 43. Homage to all the Buddhas, homage to the Bodhisattvas, sages, and the hearers too, who all possess the eye of gods. Homage to Bodhicitta, which reverses the path to modern truth, fully reveals the path to higher states, and leads one to the state beyond aging and death. Whatever wrongs I have done while controlled by an afflicted mind, I confess them all in the presence of the Buddhas. May whatever merit I have gathered through the three kinds of activities, those seeds of my omniscience, not become exhausted before I reach awakening. All the omniscient Buddhas residing in the pure lands of the 10 directions rejoice in the offerings made to them. In this I rejoice as well. I confess all misdeeds and rejoice in all merit. I prostrate to the Buddhas. I attain exalted primordial wisdom.
I entreat
all bodhisattvas abiding in the 10 grounds, in all the realms of the 10 directions, to awaken to supreme enlightenment. Having perfectly awakened to Buddhahood and conquered the hosts of Mara, they turn the wheel of Dharma and heal all living beings. May the sounding of the great Dharma drum free all beings from suffering. May they remain and teach the Dharma in inconceivable millions of eons, mired in the swamps of desire and entangled in the ropes of existence. I am totally enslaved. I supplicate those supreme among men, please consider me. Buddhas do not blame beings who have tainted minds. Rather, they hold them in their hearts with love. May all beings be released from the ocean of samsara's existence. And all those perfect Buddhas of this time, all those who have existed in the past, and all those yet to come, may I train by emulating them and act as bodhisattvas do. Having completed the 6 perfections, may I liberate the beings of the 6 realms. Having actualized the 6 higher perceptions, may I reach unsurpassed awakening. Brahmana are unborn. They do not arise, lacking self-nature or location. There is no knower, no object known. May I realize their emptiness. Like the great sage, the Buddha, may I realize the Brahmana lacks self-nature. Thus there are no sentient beings, no life, no individuals, and no souls. Selflessly and devoid of grasping material things, that I may benefit all beings, may I give unstintingly. As things do not inherently exist, may my wealth appear spontaneously. As everything will eventually cease to be, may I accomplish the perfection of generosity. Through flawless discipline in accordance with the rules of conduct, through perfectly pure discipline, and through discipline devoid of arrogance, may I carry out the perfection of discipline to completion. With acceptance and do not condemn, and is impartial like the elements of earth, water, fire, and wind, may I accomplish the perfection of patience. With perseverance and is stable, joyful, and free from laziness, with steadfast mind and body, may I accomplish the perfection of diligence. Through illusion-like heroic stride and vajra-like samadhi, may I accomplish the perfection of meditation. Through actualizing the 3 gates of perfect liberation, the sameness of the 3 times, and the threefold knowledge, may I accomplish the perfection of wisdom. May my aspirations be fulfilled through the diligence of a bodhisattva, which shines with dignity and brilliance and is praised by all the Buddhas. In this way, through training and the bodhisattva's practice, may I be known for my love. May I accomplish the 6 perfections and reach the highest state of the 10th crown.
Dedication from Shantidevas, the way of the Bodhisattva, at 139. But first, Tibetan pronunciation, which is 133.
Oi daga sanja jeba la yuba namba zamba yewa gande ndowa sanja jala yuba sonam gande le danza doma neba yenye ba de da daga sanam dega jamso doba de dam golwa jeze nayan dele nyamaja dover lona lebaye dewa jeme jedoyo jeden hono nyorwada kanda jenye yoban de da dene lejena dejen deve gawai yo donwe yam do do toyo Sanjo Sembe Denje Le Songwe Yo Taye Je Sawe Yam Tai Sewe Yo Rada Lome Na Yo De La Zende Na Yo Sharma La Ye Dongbo Yo Paksan Shengda Tongwa Yo Tenre Ngorpa Tata Ngorpa Ta Yeso genye jemben zejaje, teme chazong jeden sodai, Nyarve sabso dane nyamgai, sorbong de yang renje bomboi, yase sheje saye kawai, yo denjong rawo namjen jubai, yame kanje de Gosen zenje jarba da tene zongde me da jabai, Pensen zenjin de ba de yane, tene zese me da be wo yo jobo rame, ne dan ranan sewa da shagan ye yaro me da, Ganden da da ge 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 Laya ludo ne lama nanda linje dalje bane. Yeser dane shinje madan kada sago mese namja. Gwene masai dega jibe tuzan doko soya tanyamde. Jinda dene namge jena sana doje bawa. Yong thone rabde kave yogye de da dane de da len jen do pa yo me do chal pa pu chu da de ba ba nyar ve me da je je se ba on jan lo ver de ve sam ba de ja sam ba da sem nya nam ji sa na be mon thong wa yo Rodan jikpo pola rinpar zuyo vuvu tetan Gangan toye dongan tada jayen gawe yosen la Rowa kwane yonjo sanjo senda tsewa jijabe Yana surbe jembaran jikwa me bar sepa jeye Keja labje joben tage jabje bemo lan jojen Tukje lenjen wola me do de me zajen jarba ba Kanza yawang la mo don cha toyan roden de de Yamyan den dan tone tane semnyar jajo de bai Tetar take keze kondo sanla sanjo samba de pa me den de wat Seyen de yen me den charba bento de tono nane jela Sabe jeda rawai yo rame nyem Namne dewan yo baba jene zewan Sane baba wo jene yada nane zenze Cheze tada zewa yo longwa namje zondoy Umbe tada dade yo lamo jene jeyen Dhamma nome zawa yo jirve namje kudan Tiba namje sedadan gomba namje jodan Tongwa yambo dobai yo timba namje nodai Nyange nyanda gadai yo yeje nanya yese Tamba bozon sobai yo zenye neba jenye Nyuldo nele taje jen rowe nena male Tade nyungwa mebai yo taba nane jime Jimba nane rowan jo dame nane dade Pimse semne nyinjo jen robo tage damje Sona tanje dewa yo gangu tondo rose Tembe megun rupje jen chodan rupje yoban Yila samban rupje de chaya mosu tese Nyinda lenje kawai yo nyange langkwan chamban Rombo tadan rupje Yung sung da sung ye me pa ma ngai de lan dong wai gon so la me nyang ma war se pa ge bo go me ni lo nye ye ra nye na la da sung wa se pai ma dar con le thar wa tam te dai ye ra te den se dan ju pa pon so ne da de ze ra ten bai tham je nam ga lo yan lo lon je se ba me bai tu ba me jen te me pa ro man dan je chong a ga te da se je jen bai ga de jen ga song en pa so so bo son so bai je de pa me jen ye pa te da je pa ni je ma ra na na so do je ma ja ta ja jo bai da ga so nam de ye ne zen je san je ma le de ba dan je ba ne ne da de ge wa je bai san je sun da man da ye san je jo lai jo wa san je nam je yong san ye de je le jiang bong wai sim je de da tam je ne ce yang ba me ren wai da de de wan so je yen je we da yang da ma pa sa yen je je mo za san je da ne san je全年周八岗外也所难堂街岗外堂街的那三夜的最马拉松面巴兰特大娘边的也让人家被那个ขุด也见过有个呀三九三八忙不让个雷贝萨丁他年把人在那有个累见公家萨达内线上我是当街南卡雷江去接着居民去把对白铁大大的三界当三界四当这些去北正邦他也变作为老满去白洛阳的是前辈先罗东不送左白要不去言是我但今天多讲多外南南多单等不单上啊的军的白看着什么拉索把年节圣诞的节圣天我呀多嘛就对吧嘛就那么你当你把门就见个样一面的嘛走路刚那老婆当开灯姐姐来呢大把跟的ten把单跟的单日本个老大为把大家都拜因我他们这把年的生的来龙公家个老马那你的跟他的都把帮外这也他的送话这的娘把没人这的高我也送了他的这把谁谁真路大呢多家呢这样这样么样一般那那个我当所鸟大家你拜云的永世大把当所能看的大拜你送大马的鸟先高我结巴你拜老为老为的大呢的大三界鸟多滚着雷芒的三界当间就是三界的为三业界大的的大人界三球三八南界能多动同拉光的广播也能刚广播三界南拉人界地也容松界南大年的南疆的界 Kuje lodan lame damaya daden jeje dajan jamyan gaden sara gawa tobarda dada zera dembadan rada zonwa tobai dane kaze jene jan nyamdan degen zowai tera gwenda wene pa posan zoba tobai Ganze dawan deban, jonze dawan donai, gombon jaya denye ne kame poyon dongwai, sobje nang ten te da be senjen gondon devye, jetan jayang, Tendai yo jese nang ka ne pa tang rowa jese ne ya. Tese dane ne jane, dove doma samai, dove doma kanja ron de gandola minjay, sanjo zambe genden jen robo dala jubai, dove doma minjay dewa tam jen jongwe, timba nyela kulte dan jede yele den jen, Ganga Denge Gelo Sangha Yama Janta Ganga Denya Tata Shila
Page 138. By all the virtue I have amassed by composition of this book, which speaks of the entry to the Bodhisattva way, may every being tread the path to Buddhahood. May beings everywhere who suffered torment in their minds and bodies have by virtue of my merit joy and happiness in boundless measure. As long as they may linger in samsara, may their present joy no decline. May our grace with unsurpassed beatitude in constant and unbroken continuity throughout the spheres and reaches of the world, in hellish states wherever they may be. May beings unfettered there tormented taste the bliss of peace of Sukhavati. Those caught in the freezing ice be warmed, and from the amassing clouds of Bodhisattva's prayers, may torrents of rain be boundless streams to cool those burning in infernal fires. May forests where the leaves are blades and swords become sweet groves and pleasant woodland glades, and may the trees of miracles appear, supplanting those upon the hill of Shalmali. And may the very pits of hell be sweet, with fragrant pools all perfumed with the scent of lotuses, be lovely in the cries of swan and goose, and the waterfowl so pleasing to the ear. May fiery coals turn into heaps of jewels, the burning ground become a crystal floor, the crushing hills celestial abodes, adorned with offerings, the dwelling place of Buddhas. May the hail of lava, fiery stone, and weapons henceforth become a rain of blossoms. May those whose hell it is to fight and wound be turned into lovers offering their flowers. And those engulfed with fiery gargarani, their flesh destroyed, their bones bleached white as kunda flowers, may they, through all their mere strength, have godlike forms, and sport with goddesses in Mandakini's peaceful streams. What fear is it, they'll ask, that grips the henchmen of the deadly Lord, the frightful vultures of the carrion crows? What noble strength it is that brings us joy and drives away our dreadful night? And looking skyward, they will see the shining form of Vajrapani. Then may their sins be quenched with joy, and may they go to him. And when they see the seething lava flood of hell, extinguished in a rain of blossoms, drenched in scented water, at once fulfilled in bliss, they'll ask, how can this be? And thus the denizens of hell will see the one who holds the lotus. Friends, throw away your fears and quickly gather here. For who it is who comes to banish dread? This youth with bound up gleaming hair, this Bodhisattva saving and protecting every being, whose power relieves all pain, increasing joy. Do you see the splendor of his house that echoes praises of 1,000 goddesses, with 100 gods laid or diadems before his lotus feet, the rain of flowers falling on his head, his eyes moist with compassion? Thus may those in hell cry out on seeing Manchughosha, and likewise when through my roots of virtue they see the joyful clouds that all a growing scented rain, their obscurations cleansed by bodhisattvas like Samantabhadra. May all those languishing in hell come now to perfect happiness, and may the stooping animals be freed from fear for being preyed upon each other's food, and may the famished spirits of such joy as those who dwell within the northern continent, and may they be replete and satisfied by streams of milk that pour from noble Lord Avalokita's hand, and bathing in it, may they be refreshed and cooled, and may the blind leave their sight, and may the deaf begin to hear, and women near the ground of birth, like Deva, free from any pain. And may the naked now be clothed, and all the hungry eat their fill. And may those parched with thirst receive pure waters and delicious drink. May the poor and destitute find wealth, the haggard and careworn joy. May confidence relieve those in despair, and bring them steadfastness in every excellence. May every living disease be freed at once from every malady. May all the sickness that afflicts the living be instantly and permanently healed. Those who go to dread may have no more fear. May captives be unchained and now set free. And may the weak receive their strength. May living beings help each other with kindness. May travelers upon the road find happiness no matter where they go, and may they gain without the need of toil the goals on which they set their hearts. May those who put to sea in boat or ship attain the ports that they desire, and may they safely dock ashore and sweet reunion with their kith and kin. May those who lose their way and stray in misery find fellow travelers, and safe from the threat of thieves and selfish beasts, be tireless in their journey light. May children of the old be weak and credulous, bewildered in the wild and pathless wastes, and those whose minds are dulled and all who are insane have pure celestial beings as their guardians. May all attain the human state and be possessed of wisdom, faith, and love. With perfect livelihood and sustenance, may they have mindfulness throughout their lives. May everyone have unrestricted wealth, just like the treasury of space, enjoying it according to their wish, without a trace of harm or enmity. May beings destitute of splendor become magnificent and bright, and those worn down by toil and drudgery acquire great beauty and perfection. May all women in this world attain the strength of masculinity, and may the lowly come to excellence, the proud, the haughty lose their arrogance. May thus, by all merit I have gained, may every being leaving none beside, abandon all their evil ways, embracing goodness now and evermore. From bodhicitta may they never separate, and constantly engage in bodhisattva deeds. And may they be accepted as disciples by the Buddhas, and turn aside from what is Mara's work. And may these beings, each and every one, enjoy an unsurpassed longevity, living always in contentment. May the very name of death be strange to them. On every side, in all the 10 directions, may groves of wish-fulfilling trees abound, resounding with the sweetness of the teachings spoken by the Buddhas and their bodhisattva children, and may the earth be wholesome and everywhere, free from boulders, cliffs, and chasms, flat and even like a level palm, and smooth like lapis lazuli. And for many circles of disciples, May multitudes of bodhisattvas rise in every land, adorning them with every excellence. From bird song and the sights of trees, the shafts of light, and from the sky itself, may all beings, each and every one, perceive the constant sound of Dharma. May they come into the presence of the Buddhas and meet with bodhisattvas, offspring of same. With clouds of offerings unbounded, may the teachings of the world be worshipped. May kingly spirits bring the rains on time, for harvests to be rich and plentiful. May princes rule according to the truth, and may the world be blessed with all prosperity. May medicines be strong and full of virtue. May healing spells be chanted with success. May spirits of the air be freed on flesh, be kind, their minds imbued with pity. And God go ever suffer. Let them neither ail nor languish, never doing evil. May they have no fear or suffer insults, and may their minds be ever free from sorrow. In monasteries, temples, and the like, may reading and reciting widely flourish. May harmony prevail among the Sangha, and may its purpose be all fulfilled. May ordained monks intent upon the practice find perfect places to retreat in solitude, abandon every vagrant thought, and meditate with trained and surfaceful minds. The nuns have all their wants supplied. Their quarreling vindictiveness be strange to them. They all be embrace monastic life, uphold a pure and unimpaired observance. May they feel regret when discipline is broken, and always may they strive to cleanse their faults. May they thus obtain a fortunate rebirth, wherein to undertake unfailing discipline. May the wise and learned be revered, and always be sustained by offerings. Their minds suffused with purity, may their renown spread far and wide. May beings never languish in the lower realms. May pain and worship be unknown to them. Enjoying more that godlike strength and beauty, may Buddhahood for them be swiftly gained. Again and again may sentient beings make offerings to all the Buddhas, and with Buddha's unimagined bliss, may they enjoy undimmed and constant happiness. May all the bodhisattvas now fulfill their high intention for the sake of beings, and sentient beings likewise now receive the good Buddha's store for them. And may the Arhats and Pratyeka Buddhas at length attain their perfect happiness. And may I also, through Manjushri's kindness, reach the ground of perfect joy, and throughout the stream of all my lives, embrace monastic ordination. Thus may I abide, sustained by simple, ordinary fare, and in every life obtain a dwelling place in perfect solitude. Whenever I desire to gaze on him, or put to him the slightest questions, may I behold the unobstructed vision of Manjughosha, my protector. Now satisfy the needs of beings dwelling in the 10 directions to the margins of the sky. May I reflect in every deed the perfect exploits of Manjushri. And now, as long as space endures, as long as there are beings to be found, may I continue likewise to remain, to drive away the sorrows of the world, the pains and sorrows of all wandering beings. May they ripen wholly on myself, and may the virtues company of bodhisattvas bring about the happiness of beings. May the doctrine only remedy the suffering, the source of every bliss and happiness, be nurtured and upheld with reverence, and throughout a vast continuance of time endure. And now to Manjughosha I prostrate, whose kindness is the wellspring of my good intent, and my virtuous friends I also bow, whose inspiration gave me strength to grow.
Page 87, the land of prayers, displaying the darkness of ignorance.
人间来的满面光文，大圣界有界，大业将做阿耨阿弥陀佛，要自动有天上界南界界。
And back to page 87. May the precious vessel of this lamp become as wide as the entire billion-fold universe. May the oil within it become as vast as the great ocean, and its wick the size of Mount Meru. May 1 billion be the number of such lamps appearing before each and every Buddha of the 10 directions, from the very peak of existence down to the lowest hell, with their lights banishing the darkness of ignorance everywhere. May I illuminate the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions.
我们在阿罗给阿吽。
vessel of the vast expanse, the basis of all beings, is filled with the oil of Dharmatatu's purity. The wick of precious bodhicitta blazes with the fire of the spontaneously accomplished 5 kayas of the Buddhas. When the light of self-born wisdom burns, I offer it to the Gurus, Yidams, Dakinis, and Dharma protectors. Please restore broken and transgressed samayas, and grant common and supreme accomplishments.
Om Garan Devandra Gana Dharma Pala Sabara Vara Loge Pati Jaya Sovai Om Garan Devandra Gana Dharma Pala Sabara Vara Aloge Pati Jaya Sovai Om Garan Devandra Gana Dharma Pala Sabara Vara Aloke Pratijaya Soha. So 人间罗。
当不应记的，当不应记。
To page 89. Imaho, this excellent and wondrous, brightly burning light, I offer to the 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate eon, and to the gurus, idams, the dakinis, dharma protectors, the mandala deities, and all the infinite pure lands of the 10 directions, leaving none aside. May every sentient being sunk in the evil states of the 6 classes directly see in this and all lives to come the pure lands of the Buddhas, and become inseparable from the protector Amitabha by the truthful power of the triple gem and the deities of the 3 roots, whose glory is vast like the sky. Please grant blessings that this prayer be fulfilled without delay.
对呀，他本在这样，我不得那耶稣。
Okay, now take break for 20 minutes.
我的伽玛尼学了空生rinpoche ka di che ta karma ni shu le khung sen re do
张西的了，平地有问的有不，电把人的把，电把真白基本上，国际讲这点就是咋样是咋样。
ga di che rinpoche ga di che